Welcome to Cory's Stories. Are you ready to meditate with Cory? Hi friends, make sure that you subscribe and you like this video, and also press the bell because the bell will let you know when a new video comes out. If you love Heidi, Cherry and Vaya, make sure that you go to the link below and you join the Patreon group. Then you'll be part of the Cat Club and you'll get 3 exclusive stories every month for just $7 a month. I hope you enjoy the meditation. I love you. Are you ready to meditate with Cory? Get really comfortable in your bed. Make sure that you've got your nice, warm, snuggly blankets, and you're all ready to relax your body and let go of your busy day. Heidi, Cherry and Vaya had been having like the bestest time in the entire world. Maisie, one of their friends, loved to paint, and every now and again she had a paint party. This time at her paint party, Maisie had some of her friends there, Ola, Nora and Aria, including Heidi, Cherry and Vaya. The best thing about Maisie's paint parties is that everybody gets an easel, they all go outside, they get to be in nature, and today was like the perfect day because it was so sunny and warm and cheery outside. There were birds singing. It felt like even the flowers were singing. It was just such a great day. They all stand around in a big circle and decide as they look around what they're going to paint. Maisie always plays music because Maisie loves to sing and she loves to dance, but she only likes to do that in front of people that she feels comfortable with. And it just so happens that Heidi, Cherry, Vaya, Ola, Nora, and Aria are her bestest friends. So, why not? The music had been playing. The sun was shining. The cats and the girls were all painting. It was just a really lovely day. When everyone had finished, they all take turns in walking around the circle and looking at what people had painted, what they chose to paint. It's important to say at this point that everyone in this group was always super supportive of each other's creations. You could paint a tree upside down, which Cherry has done, by the way, before, and people would still appreciate the artistic representation of whatever it was you were feeling. So it's not about how good the painting would be if it was critiqued by a professional. It's about having fun, being creative, and allowing yourself to just flow with whatever comes out of your body and your mind. Heidi had painted a rock. She'd found it as they were walking out to the piece of grass that they were all going to stand around and paint on. It was a really pretty rock. It was like a big giant pebble that was round and smooth, and it had colours in it, like grey and purple and brown. It was really, really nice. She decided that she was going to keep the stone even after she'd painted it, and keep it on her altar at home as one of the items that she just could stare at when she meditated. It was that pretty. Everybody loved her interpretation of the rock. And then they moved on to Vaya. Vaya had painted a tree, but she dressed it in a princess dress. She'd created the princess dress from her imagination. It was very similar to the one she was wearing. and it looked like the tree was like a person. It was super cool. Cherry had painted a caterpillar. She couldn't actually find a caterpillar. She said to everyone, OMG, I was looking all over the place. I was so determined I was going to paint this, like, really furry, maybe black, like one of those black, furry, spiky-looking caterpillars. They're so awesome. I was like, where are you, caterpillar? Where are you? And it just wouldn't turn up. So I was like, okay then, I'll use my imagination because I've got such a great imagination. So yeah, this is my caterpillar. A caterpillar was bright green with pink spots on it. Cherry said, it's going to be like one of those caterpillars that, like whenever anything's poisonous and it has like strange colours. Normally it's like red or something and you're like, oh, I best not touch that. Then that's like my caterpillar. I was thinking like green and pink are like strange like slime colours or something. And you'd look at the caterpillar and you'd be like, oh no, so slimy and gross. I'm not touching that thing. And you'd be right because caterpillars they can be slimy and gross if they're not furry, can't they, Heidi? Heidi said, yeah, I'm sure they could be. Anyway, Cherry's caterpillar was amazing. Orla had painted a goat. Of course, there was no goat on Maisie's back garden, but that didn't matter because there wasn't a green and pink caterpillar either, was there? So, yeah. Anyway, she painted a goat that was very hairy and had a spiky bit in the middle of its head, which was very cute. Nora had painted an apple, very traditional. And Aurea had painted a bush with flowers on it, which was actually in the garden. She copied it as closely as she possibly could, and it looked really, really cool. Last was Maisie. Everybody gathered round, and Maisie showed them her painting. Maisie had painted Heidi, Cherry, and Vaya. She'd put Cherry in her OMG t-shirt. She put Heidi in her glasses, the red ones. And then, finally, Vaya was wearing a bright pink princess dress. The cats looked amazing. She'd done a really good job. They really, really looked like the cats. Cherry was like, oh, Maisie! Oh, OMG, that is like the bestest painting I've ever seen. It's so nice. Vaya said, oh, wow. I love it. It's so perfect. And that's one of my favourite dresses, Maisie. How did you know? Maisie said, I just know. Heidi said, oh, that's just brilliant. It's brilliant. You've caught each one of us. It looks so much like us. Good job. Everybody agreed that it was a really good painting, and Maisie decided to give it to the cats to take home as a gift. Cherry was over the moon. I know exactly where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it right over our bed, right? We have this wall on our wall in our room that's just been waiting for something like this. This is like the bestest. It's so cool. So cool. Thank you so much, Maisie. Later, when the cats went home, they pinned the picture on the wall, and they all laid there in bed, staring at it. They were talking about how good it was, and how much fun they'd had that day with Maisie, and how much fun they always have at Maisie's house when they go over there and they do dance parties and paint parties. It's really nice to be in a group of friends where you can all be creative and have a lot of fun. And then there was this weird sound. They heard a meow. The three of them were talking to each other when they heard it, so it definitely wasn't one of them that said meow. All three of them stopped talking and looked around the bedroom. Maybe it was one of the neighborhood cats said Heidi. Maybe it's Joey. Joey does that a lot. Can't sleep. He walks the streets at night. Cherry said, "Oh, jeez. Joey! Are you sure, though? Because it sounded like it was right here in the bedroom." Everybody listened again, and there was no sound. They were laid there on the bed in their big, soft, comfortable, cozy blanket. And they were also listening to the waves. They were listening to music that was like wave music. Sounded like the ocean waves going back and forward and back and forward. These happened to be two things that Maisie loved. She loved big, soft, comfortable, fluffy, warm blankets. And she loved the ocean. But the cats hadn't figured that out just yet. Then it happened again. Meow! This was a different meow. It was lighter, like a higher-pitched meow. Meow! It happened again. And then another meow happened. Meow! Meow! Very different from the other two. There were 3 meows going on. 3 cats somewhere meowing. By now, Heidi, Cherry and Vaya had stood up and they were staring out of the window, looking to see if they could see any cats. They had to be close because it sounded as if the meowing was right there in the room. Meow! 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 Those 3 different meows. Definitely 3 cats. Then Cherry said, No. No way, Jose. No way, Jose. She was standing there with her paws on her hips, staring at Maisie's painting. Heidi walked over to Cherry and said, What? Cherry said, Watch that painting. Watch that painting, Heidi. Heidi, watch it. Vaya came over. They all stood there very still, staring at Maisie's painting. Heidi's mouth on the painting moved. Meow! Then Cherry's moved. Meow! Then Vaya's moved. Meow! All 3 cats stood there with their mouths wide open, like the jaws had just fell off and hit the floor. That kind of wide open. Their eyes were absolutely enormous. Vaya said, Maisie's painting's talking to us. Then the 3 cats on the painting, Heidi, Cherry and Vaya, started to meow in like a unison, like a song. Meow, 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 meow. Cherry completely forgot how weird this whole situation was and blurted out, I think I know that song. She was already lost in trying to think what kind of song they were singing up there. No, wait, is that Wish You a Merry Christmas? Heidi said. What? Like she was just thinking, Cherry, the painting is talking to us and all you can think about is what song it's singing. But Cherry was gone. She was moving closer to the picture, standing right next to it with her face right in front of the 3 kitties that were all meow, 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 meow. Cherry turned around and looked at Heidi and Vaya and said, It is! It's Wish You... No, it's not! It's ABC song! Them cats are singing the ABC song! That's absolutely bizarre! Oh, it's so cute! I wonder why they're doing it! Did Maisie say anything about having, like, magical powers or anything? Maisie's got magical powers. OMG! Heidi, get me my cell phone. I need to phone Maisie and tell her her paintings come to life. Heidi said, No, this can't be real. And she rubbed her eyes. And the cats were still singing. Meow, 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 meow. Vaya said, Oh sings really nice. Can you hear it? Heidi said, I don't believe you two. This painting has come to life in our bedroom. The cats on the wall are singing, and all you guys can think about is what they're singing and how cute they look. Vaya blushed a little bit. I know, but it's so cute, and it's so nice and special. Said Vaya. I know what's happening. It's because we're playing ocean music. Maisie always talks about how she loves the ocean. Maybe if we stop the ocean music, all the magic will stop. Or maybe we shouldn't do that because I really like them singing. Heidi said, You might be onto something there. She stopped the wave music. But then the cats were still singing. Not as loudly or as lively, but they were still doing the meow, 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 meow. Heidi said, Oh, I know what it is. It's the blanket that Maisie gave us last Christmas. The big, soft, comfortable, fluffy blanket that Maisie gave us because she loves big, soft, comfortable blankets. Maybe it's the combination of the blanket and the waves. Cherry said, Ditch it! Ditch it! Throw it on the balcony, and then we'll have a look, see if they still sing. Heidi opened the bedroom door that led onto the balcony outside and just put the blanket out there for a minute and then came back in. The cats were no longer alive. They were just painted cats. No singing, no moving, no cuteness, no nothing. Just like a painting. Just a simple painting. A very good, very, very talented painting. But, nonetheless, just a very simple painting of Heidi, Cherry and Vaya that Maisie had done. No magic. None. Then Cherry said, Aww. And Heidi did the same. Aww. Aww. And Vaya said, maybe we could just for experimental reasons, put the wave music back on and maybe bring our big, soft, comfortable blanket inside, our favourite one. Cherry grabbed the blanket. Heidi put the music on. And the cats started their choir once again. Meow, 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 meow. Cherry started singing along. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. In her lovely singing voice that she's got. Vaya was singing. Heidi was singing. And then they were dancing, swaying from side to side. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, ooh, W, X, Y, and Z, E, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Cherry had completely lost it. They were having the bestest time, singing with their painted cats and themselves in the bedroom, the ABC song. Cherry stopped and started laughing. Oh gosh, this is so much fun. So funny. I really do need to call Maisie. She's going to love it. She's going to love the fact that her painting have got so much power that they actually come to life. Heidi said, How about we just enjoy it for ourselves for a while? Maybe we'll call Maisie tomorrow. And the cats did just that. They carried on, singing and dancing. The cats on the wall in the painting at one point were meowing to Britney Spears. Meow, 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 which took Cherry a while. And then she finally blurted out, Hit me, baby, one more time. All three of them loved that song. Eventually, it really was time to go to sleep. Heidi, Cherry, Vaya, on the painting, stopped singing and got really still and quiet. And Heidi, Cherry, and Vaya, the cats, laid down on the big, soft, comfortable cat bed, pulled up the Maisie blanket, and eventually fell fast asleep. The end.